Greetings, humans. We are live. It is Thursday, November 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern, and this node of the multiverse. And this is Mike and Dave's Multiverse. Mike is in school right now. He's literally in a class. But we are here where we surf the cosmic waves of the unknown. We've got a special guest host, my pal, Cody of East 10 Outpost. What's up, Cody?
How you doing tonight? Glad to join you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir. We've got the Wandering Wolf himself, Michael Collins. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? Good to be here.
And we've got our lovely producer, Brittany, who's going to be giving away some tickets to Quest for the Ancient Civilization Conference later today, I hear. So hang in there. We may have a surprise visit from Raul of Pillars of the Past and Graham Langdon. Archaic Lens may drop in for the drawing. If they aren't able to show up, it's because they're literally in Peru in the field right now, and so we'll draw at the end of the episode. But if they do jump in, we'll draw when they're here, and you can still be eligible to win 2 tickets to the Quest for Ancient Civilization Conference in Scottsdale, Arizona, December 5th through 7th. All you got to do is donate any amount of money at all whatsoever to Raul's Pillars of the Past GoFundMe. Brittany's going to drop it in the chat. I wanted to say hi real quick to the chat, everyone. I haven't checked yet, but we love you guys. Hello, say hi. Where are you watching from? That kind of thing. Mike, man, you got a lot on the go. You're a busy man. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh yeah, love hanging out with you guys. This is great. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And it seems we've got an updated, finalized roster for the conference, huh?
I know. You guys have checked it out. I'm excited.
It's very exciting.
I'm going to pull it up right now, if you don't mind. Let's go ahead and pull it up right now. But we've got some new additions that were just announced this week. Is that correct?
That's right. And I'll let you show them. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm pulling it up right now. I was super pumped when I saw this because one of these guys did not speak at Cosmic Summit, and I wish that he did, but I got to hang out with him and a little bit. But Mr. Billy Carson is coming to Scottsdale, Arizona, and the OG himself, Randall Carlson.
That's why.
Hey, did this just get better?
I did. Those are great additions.
It's a hell of a lineup right there we're looking at.
It really is.
And you know, that whole top row, look at these guys are just legends.
My God.
We've got Gary and Billy and Michael Button and Dan, and man, it's going to be an incredible event.
I totally agree. So here, my thing is like I've been watching Ancient Aliens. Like it's like kind of my comfort show. So I watch it when I'm sick or like sad and stuff. And so David Childress and William Henry have literally like read me bedtime stories and stuff. And so it's going to be so cool to meet those guys in person. We were able to have Hugh on the show to talk about the conference. We're going to drop that in a couple of days, so everyone stay tuned for that. But I don't know. We saw Randall in North Carolina. I'm wondering what's he got on deck for this one. I'm hoping we got some new stuff to talk about.
Yeah, they did that. We did that round table the other day, which is cool, and he kind of went into some of that stuff. I think he's he's already headed off to the Azores Islands, which I think is where he's at right now.
Wow!
And then we'll be back just in time for the conference in Scottsdale. And so I think he went out there and he told us he is actually working with an archaeologist and different stuff on some ideas that he has surrounding Atlantis. Am I correct? Is that right? You guys remember?
What I've heard.
That's what I heard too. It's a continuation of the Azores Atlantis theory, which is starting to get traction, right?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely a competing theory for sure. And then, so you had Billy on the other night. Did he mention what he was going to be talking about?
I don't remember if he got into specifics about what he was going to be speaking about.
Okay.
And if he did, I'm sorry, I forget. But that episode is live for people to watch over on Randall's channel. So we all did a round table with a bunch of us. I think there were like 6 of us, maybe.
It was a great show.
Yeah, and it's out now, so people can go watch it on Randall's channel.
Brittany just told me he's going to be talking about 3-Eye Atlas. So that's interesting. Good. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah, somebody had to do it.
Sounds like it's getting pretty interesting. So I'm curious to see what he'll say about it, because Billy's such a great speaker. I'm excited to actually see it in person, because
he's another one of those bedtime story guys. Yeah. Like he has a good bedtime story voice for sure. For sure.
I've listened to Billy for a long time.
For sure. I wanted to before we go real deep into the conference, I wanted to touch on a couple of quick things that Mike's got going on coming up. You're working on a book. Did you want to touch on that first, quick? The process?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been writing this book for about 3 years. Finally finished it several months ago. So we're just doing the last touches, like on the cover and different things to make it pretty, right? Yeah. It is basically an autobiography. It's just my story from basically childhood up till now. Kind of going over a lot of hardships and things that I had to go through in life to get to the point that I'm at now, and what traveling and going to these ancient sites has done for me, and how it's changed my life. And not just that, but the community that's involved in it and how they've made an impact for me. So, I think there's some pretty down moments throughout the book, but it's in the end, I think, a feel-good story, and really gives you kind of a glimpse behind the scenes of what it's been like to get here to a point where I'm traveling the world, visiting ancient sites all over the place. So hopefully people enjoy that.
I'm looking forward to it. You shared a little bit about it with us when you joined the show several months back, and I'm always inspired by stories of perseverance, resilience. Like there's this quote, Joe Rogan. He always says he likes a story of a guy who fucks his life right up and then comes back and like, pulls it out of the fire and becomes successful. I've had a similar trajectory, so I like hearing stories like that. So I'm looking forward to it. Can I ask about the writing process? Like you were writing with somebody, were you? And is it like you're at the end of the line, so you're looking at small little details, right? It's one of those things where it could be ready. It's just you're making tweaks.
Yeah. The last several months was really tough because I did have a writer, and we worked through the process of writing the book for several years together. And then at the end, I went through and, went through the whole book and put it kind of more into my voice, and tweaked things here and there to make the stories that I had shared more personable from my perspective. So, but it was definitely a process, and I think the some of the big things was rereading it over and
Yeah.
over and rewriting parts of my life that I had tried to, you know, heal from and put in the
Hmm.
past and really grow and move beyond was pretty difficult. Those were difficult processes to have to keep digging that up and keep
Hmm.
going into my memories and revisiting those things to get it on paper. So that was definitely a process
Was
of
it therapeutic at all?
yeah. I mean, in the end, I think it was great for me to really, you know, most everything I'd already kind of looked at and faced in my life. I had to make big changes to be able to get to where I'm at now and to be kind of whole and healthy. But to really go in depth and pull out every last bit was yeah. There were times where it was excruciatingly tough and but in the long run, ultimately at the end, I think it was absolutely worth it.
That's
Cool.
awesome, man. That isn't easy to do, to face that mirror and have to do it over and over and over again during the editing
I couldn't
process. So
I couldn't even do
I,
it to myself.
I
Like, I agree, Cody. Like, so Jordan Peterson has this self like writing thing that you can do, and nobody sees it but you. And I tried to write in that thing so many times. It was difficult for me to sit there and write about that stuff. And then I'd be writing about that, like, you know, trauma and stuff. And I'm going, is this like even how it happened? And then I'm like calling my therapist. I'm like, this is hard to do. So I applaud that, man. And I'm looking forward to the book. And
I'm very excited to get a
you're
copy.
you're trying to get it out. This is not a promise, right? But you may have a few copies for the conference. Maybe?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it out for the conference so it's available there. Yeah, that's
Okay.
hopefully the goal. I don't know if we'll reach it. I'll definitely have it available. Yeah, I'll definitely have it available for the conference in Sedona next year.
Okay.
Cool.
For sure. But the goal is to have it available, at least some copies available for people at the conference in Scottsdale. Yeah.
So
Excellent. Excellent.
I'm
Thank
a
you.
signature snob. Does everybody who gets a copy at the conference get a
Of course.
signature from you there?
Yeah, of
Oh, there we
course.
go. I'm sold. You got it. Take my money.
That's
Mike.
to be fair, guys, that's one of the coolest parts of going to a conference like this is you bring all your books
amazing.
of all these people. If you have books of the authors and stuff like that, bring them with you. You'll get them signed. It's going to be super easy to talk to everyone. It's like you'll be watching, you know, Billy Carson talk, and you'll look to your left, and Randall Carlson will be like right over there, and
Chilling, watching
it's
with
really
you.
yeah, it's really an interesting experience, and you really just feel at home. Mike mentioned the community. The first time you did this was in Sedona. I was wondering if you could share with us a moment during that Sedona conference where you were like a feeling of connection and at home, like with people of like curious minds and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think, you know, I felt welcomed immediately when I walked into the conference in Sedona last April, but
That's cool.
you know, sharing the stage with Graham and Jimmy was an absolute just, I mean, that was just amazing to be on stage with two people that I've looked up to for so long for their
Mm-hmm.
hard work and dedication to the area that we're in. And so it was a real honor to share the stage with them. And then you know, that was one of the first times, at least in this space, I've done anything like that. So afterwards, being able to connect with everybody was such a joy. And I hope that came across because I am actually fairly introverted. I've said this before, so it was exhausting, but it had nothing to do with the people that I was interacting with. It was an absolute joy to be able to shake people's hand and hear what they thought about my work and my videos and things like that. And I think that, you know, when you're able to connect with people like that and be a part of a community, it really galvanizes you to continue on with things that you're doing. It gives you the motivation to know that you know what you're doing it matters. And you know, that's always been something that I've really tried to kind of instill in a sense of inspiration and hope and motivation in my videos and how I interact with people, that everybody has something to contribute and that the world is big and beautiful. And a lot of that, and most of that is because of the people in it. So And I didn't used to always think that way. I didn't used to like value people, because of some of my experiences in the past. So, and this couldn't be a more kind and giving and loving community. So when you come to these events, you're going to find that everybody's just welcoming you with open arms, and there's all sorts of opportunities to connect on ideas and experiences and interests and things. And that's really great, especially when it carries over beyond an event and something else to actual friendships and connections.
Yeah. Cody, I wondered, can you relate to this? Like, so my wife has heard every single thing I've had to say about Graham Hancock, like within the first 6 months that we were together. Like, I can remember hiking and just going on about lost ancient civilization. And who knows what the crap my wife was thinking. And now, like, she literally doesn't care anymore. Right. And so, like, can you relate to that, Cody? Like, it's just people, because that's the cool thing about coming to these conferences is that these people, you're going to be around people who truly like this stuff as much as you. But sorry, Cody, go ahead.
No, I can totally relate. My wife couldn't give a single crap about any of this, so it's like immediate eye roll every time I started. I'm like, hey babe, hey babe, hey babe. There's new base scans, and she's like, what? And I'm like, there's new base scans and stuff. It's gonna rewrite history. And she's like, that's nice, babe. So yeah, I can definitely relate. I've had those moments with her. I don't try anymore.
This literally happened to me today. I was like, oh yes, sweet. And I pull up my phone. My wife's like, what's going on? I was like, Stephen Burns is on Matt Bell Limitless. And she's like, speaking of Matt Bell, I don't know if you're watching, my man, or Ryan Barthel. You guys should definitely come to the conference in Sedona.
I know. I tried talking to them into it because I wanted to see them out there. But I was gonna say I've never been to one of these conferences. So like,
have you not?
No,
he's not
any of them. I'm fairly new in the community as it is, but I just haven't had the opportunity in life to get out and check one of these out yet. But the stars have finally aligned. Oh man, I'm so excited because everything you just said, like, that's the kind of stuff. I watched you before I was making content. You're one of the people that inspired me to be like, damn, so people are actually just like going out there and doing that still. There's this great myth that like the age of exploration is dead. When I feel like
it just got started.
The surface has like barely been scratched, and they don't even want to scratch it more for 100 years. But I digress. The reality is like your work, Jimmy's work. So many creators in the community that have been at it for a long time have really inspired me. So the chance to get to meet some of you, I'm really looking forward to, because it's informed my life path exponentially. And
also people are going to want to meet you, Cody. That's Cody from East 10 Outpost, East 10 Productions, right?
Probably not many, but nonetheless, I'm going to be excited for anybody who does notice.
I got recognized by one person at one of these things, so and I had about 500 subscribers at the time, so I was pretty pumped.
That would make my whole day.
Yeah, I'm gonna, just because we're getting into it, there's probably more people watching. I'm gonna plug the contest quick. We are giving away 2 tickets to Quest for Ancient Civilizations Conference in Scottsdale, Arizona, at Embassy Suites Hilton. $500 value. To enter, all you got to do is donate any amount at all before, let's go, 6:45 p.m. to the GoFundMe that Brittany just flashed. We're going to do the drawing after 6:45 p.m. or when Raul and Graham possibly show up. Raul of Pillars of the Past and Graham of Archaic Lens. Let's hope they find some Wi-Fi. Maybe they're listening, so stay tuned. So you spoke on stage, Mike, last time, correct? But this time you're so, for example, I'm used to being a basketball player. Recently, I just started coaching a basketball team. So now I'm seeing basketball from like a bird's eye view, and my mind is going 4,000 directions in miles an hour. is that kind of your experience moving from that to that? Because it's cool, man. It's exciting, right?
To like putting one on.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, it's crazy. The other doing it in April, going to that event, it's just about like being prepared for getting on stage and
Yeah.
talking about things. But yeah, the behind the scenes stuff that goes into putting on a conference is quite intense. And with that said, I want to take a second to give a huge shout out to Robert at Worldviews Media, because he's my partner in this. And without him, none of this would be happening. He's been the real engine behind the scene that's been pulling this train along the track to make it happen. I couldn't be more thankful for him and all the hard work that he's been doing behind the scenes, and kind of tucking me under his wing to let me get in here and have a piece of doing this, and be a part of it and learning from him, because he's been doing this for quite a long time, putting on amazing conferences and getting people together. And when we hooked up, we had a really long conversation, several, and I think just how in tune we were with what our goals were, which were to build, ultimately it boiled down to wanting to build community and keep the momentum going of providing that space that was created in Sedona with Graham, of people coming together and connecting, and things growing beyond just getting together, but making those connections, building the community, and us really valuing that and putting that first and foremost. So we were on the same page from the very start. So it just made sense. And I think since then we've just, weathered quite a few storms in making this happen. And it's been a blast, but it is a million things. It's like, it's a million miles per hour at times.
It's exciting though, and we appreciate very much that you guys are doing it, because like, again, it's a chance for a tribe to come together who think along the same lines, bringing similar theories, books, discoveries together. What's cool is like there will be people at this event who are like private people who just have an idea, and they're like, Randall Carlson, I have this really cool idea that I have to tell you, and stuff like that. And they're people who want to like bounce ideas off of each other and things like that. And there's really this, you can feel it in the air. It's like it's like a buzz where like everyone's really excited to be sharing the same energy. Awesome. Do you remember like from the Sedona event, like any particular moments like that you can think of off the top of your head where you just felt really connected to the group?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to describe, finishing that on stage moment and then just feeling embraced by the community, with people wanting to come up and talk to me and ask my opinion on things and share things for me and with me. Yeah, I mean, that just felt like falling into a giant pool of blankets. It just felt like being embraced, by everybody. And
what an adrenaline dump.
Oh yeah. So when I finally did leave, I stayed and hung out for a couple hours and interacted with everybody that wanted to interact. And then I went back to my hotel room. And just, I mean, as soon as I hit the bed, I was like out. So I had to take a quick nap and then get back up there and hang out some more and interact. But yeah, it was for sure a dump. Yeah, like a dump.
I can imagine that
now. Gosh, that's
yeah. Are we allowed to say anything about that, or do we? Brittany, no, yes, no. Anybody? Mike, you got a job, don't you? Should I shut up? I'll shut up now.
No, go for it. Yeah,
Cody, go for it. Yeah,
Cody's gonna be doing some of our MC work and introducing people on stage. I'm really excited for that.
Me too, man. I just wasn't sure if it was like official, so I wasn't sure. So cool. Cody's the perfect guy for this. I must say. And he's going to be very well prepared. So I'm really excited.
Well, thank you. It's but that energy dump, that's no joke, Mike. So I respect you guys a lot for it, because it is that is a lot. You're pouring it out there, and then everybody else's energy. So I'm excited to get to experience that, and that kind of a full circle well that you pour it out to the people and the people pour it to you. It's that really is a cool thing, and you can only have interacting in person like that. So that's freaking awesome.
Yeah,
but you need to take a nap after.
I'm a big napper. I am pro nap.
I'm a napper.
Much to my wife's chagrin, I am pro nap. Yeah.
So guys, I was working, like I literally stayed up to like 3 a.m. and then spent like 4 hours today, like just teaching myself something. And this might be terrible, okay? But it's my first attempt at doing something for this, like this. And I did this for Mike and for the conference. Forgive a couple of the AI elements in there. I'll replace them later. I just didn't have time, but I'm proud of this. Here's the thing, guys. Arizona is really cool as a state. There are so many awesome natural wonders to see there. So many incredible ancient sites that aren't like pre-Younger Dryas necessarily, but they're Anasazi and Puebloian and all kinds, and they're everywhere. You can just walk through the desert and find shit that nobody's ever found before in Arizona. That's how cool of a state it is. So I just want to throw this out there that if you're an adventure seeker, like a hiker, a camper, a desert, if you're a stargazer, and you want to do a little bit of that, and you have to travel far to come to the conference, stay an extra few days and camp in the dang desert. Go check out some of these places. Go see the stars. There's going to be stargazers everywhere with telescopes looking at 3i Atlas, so you won't even need a telescope. All right. And I'm going to show you some of these sites that a lot of people don't talk about. Okay. This is a quick little video I made, 2.5 minutes. Bear with me. I tried to use my own voice, but I sound like shit, so I chose this British guy. Let's go.
The Arizona desert has always called to truth seekers. The ancient past is almost visible. Have you ever felt a whisper from the past while standing in a truly ancient place? Arizona is filled with these beautiful and ancient spirits, echoes of civilizations that thrived here long before our time. Imagine walking through the monumental Wupatki Pueblo or the intimate Wukoki Pueblo. Picture yourself gazing up at the incredible cliff dwellings of Betatakin and Quetzal. These aren't just ruins, they're stories carved in stone. From the ancient pathways of Canyon de Chelly to the mysterious Great House at Casa Grande and the hilltop fortress of the Sears Cay ruins, each site tells a unique tale. Think about the petroglyphs at Puerco Pueblo in the Petrified Forest, or the ingenious cliff homes of Walnut Canyon and Tuzigut. Stand at the edge of Montezuma Well and look down at the dwellings clinging to its sides, then marvel at the 5-story wonder that is Montezuma Castle. These places connect us to a deep, shared human history. If you, like me, are fascinated by these mysteries and feel a pull towards understanding our ancient past, then I have something truly special for you. It's one thing to see these places, but it's another to connect with people who see the world the same way you do. People who are also searching for truth. This is your chance to step into a live episode of your favorite podcast. I'm talking about the Quest for Ancient Civilizations conference in Scottsdale, Arizona, from December 5th to the 7th. Imagine being in the same room, sharing ideas with legends like Randall Carlson, Hugh Newman, David Childress, Billy Carson, William Henry, and so many more. This isn't just an event. It's a gathering of a tribe. A place to find your people, to have those deep conversations you can't have anywhere else, and to feel that incredible energy of shared discovery. This amazing event is brought to you by Michael Collins, also known as the Wandering Wolf, and Robert Dakota of Worldviews Media. They've created a space for us to come together and explore these profound questions. If you're ready to connect with like-minded souls and dive deeper into the mysteries of our past,
get your tickets today at worldviewsmedia.com. Subscribe to Mike and Dave's Multiverse on YouTube, Spotify, and Rumble today.
Kaboom! Huh?
I thought it was good. I like
that. Was my first one of those. Yeah. Obviously, AI did most of that, but I had to like piece things together and figure out how it worked. But
very cool. It was good, Dave.
Guys, there's a lot of shit you can see in Arizona if you're an ancient history buff. Like you just need to have a few extra, It's a lot of driving for like you can probably fit the UK in Arizona for you people coming across the pond. Just make sure you're going to need to rent a car, but it's worth it, man. The driving's easy in Arizona, you know. And so yeah, have you been to any of those places that I showed there, Mike? Because I haven't.
love them.
I'm going though.
Yep.
Mike's been everywhere. I shouldn't even ask you. But how accessible are what's the like as far as like do you know just close to the Scottsdale area? What can people like kind of get to within a
really pretty close. I mean, all of it's could be day trips.
Yeah, same as the Grand Canyon, right?
For the most part. I mean, you can even go look at geoglyphs out in California at Blythe and Taglios, and that's 3 hours away. So you could drive out there and back. I've done that from Phoenix.
That's not
I did that after the Sedona conference. I went down into Phoenix, stayed the night, and then got up the next day and drove to Blythe and Taglios and back.
That's cool.
You can do all that, yeah.
Yeah, well, that isn't a bad drive at all, honestly.
It isn't, and it's gorgeous. So, and the stars are going to be outstanding. This is like stargazing season in Arizona, people, and we've got an interstellar visitor. You guys talked about it on your show the other night. How's that going, anyway, Mike? You guys, you guys started a new live stream. You and Kay, is it Smythe? It's Smythe, right? Smythe. Okay. Kay Smythe, who joined our Breaking Ancient News the other day. If you're watching, Kay, hey,
she's married now, so it's Hill.
Yes, and how's that going? That's been fun. I watched the first couple. It's been fun, right?
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's such a blast. I think we got something good going here. Kay is just incredible and such a pleasure to be around all the time. She really keeps the energy up, and she is an absolute professional at what she does, writing, and I don't know what she's doing hanging out with me. She's been doing much bigger things. And then got on board with me, but I'm so thankful for her. And then the incredible Sammy Lee, who's behind the scenes there, pulling everything up and running stuff behind the camera. She's been editing videos for me for this entire year. We linked up at the beginning of the year. And so if you've noticed an improvement in quality of videos over the last year, that's all Sammy. She's just such a boss. So
awesome.
It's cool to have a team like that where we are all just really feel kind of like we're really coming together as a family. And in fact, I got a message today. Somebody said it feels like I'm hanging out with good, close friends every Tuesday when I tune in with you guys. And that's what we want.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
Your show really is. It does give those vibes. You guys both have such great energy that it's always a pleasure to. I always pop in and watch as long as I can.
See you. Yeah.
It is a great show. I'm glad you guys have paired up and are putting it out there.
She's a blast too. She can like riff on pretty much anything, and she's funny. And like, so she came on Breaking Ancient News on Sunday, and it was our best episode yet. And I did want to plug that really quick. So our show, Breaking Ancient News, which is myself, Cody, our co-host Aaron Hines of Megalithic Mystery, and our producer Sam. We are going to be throwing the official after party for the Quest for the Ancient Civilization Conference in Scottsdale. It's going to be Sunday night. We've got a venue picked. We've got a themed band that's going to be playing themed songs. So use your imagination there. There's going to be themed drinks. There's going to be a roped off VIP section. I do not know how many tickets are available for that, but they're going to be minimal. So we may give those away for as contest tickets, stuff like that. But I just wanted to plug that. So go subscribe to Breaking Ancient News and come to our after party it's going to be a hell of a celebrate. To celebrate. Are you looking forward to that? Have you heard about that yet, Mike?
I have. I think it's really cool what you guys are doing. I think that's going to be a lot of fun to be a part of. That's really cool. Yeah, and it gives everybody a space to go cut loose a little bit, you know?
Yeah, a little bit, right?
Simmer down after the 3 days of conference.
Who simmers down and who simmers up, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You always kind of
it's one or the other, right?
Do one or the other after these things, at these types of things.
I noticed that at one of the last ones I was at, like I was so partied out, I had to go home and be in my basement by myself for 3 days. And while I was driving away, literally the next day, it was like light out still. People were still going to town in the morning the next day. And I was like, all right. So there's something for everyone at this sort of thing. And what's really interesting is generally get a group of people of different ages, different genders, people from different countries. You'll see random people that because I met a guy one time who like had never even heard of any of this stuff before, doesn't watch podcasts, never even seen Graham Hancock's. He just friends with Praveen Mohan, so he told him to go, and he went to one. And he was like, "Hey, this is really cool, right?" You're gonna run into guys like that too, and it's gonna be a good time. So,
It'll be awesome.
We've got that. We're still trying. I'm trying to hang in there for Raul and Graham. So if you guys are ready, anytime you guys can pop in. Mike, when are you going to Japan? You're going to Japan soon, right?
Yeah, I have a Japan tour that's live right now, coming up in May, and it's going to be amazing. It is if you just go look at the itinerary, you're going to be just love it. It's megaliths all during the day, and then we'll be in Osaka and Tokyo, so it'll be nightlife in different districts in the evening. And so it's going to be a really fun balance of seeing megaliths all throughout the day, and then going out and experiencing that really cool Japanese culture in the different cities and the different districts. I mean, they have whole districts that are almost kind of themed, almost. That's
amazing.
Yeah, so it's great. And then we have a pre-trip and a post-trip add-on that people can do. And the pre-trip is a Hiroshima trip. Which is really cool, historical. But the post trip is going to be a manga, anime, comic book, sci-fi themed 4-day add-on that a lot of people are really looking forward to. Honestly, almost everybody. We launched it a week ago. I think we've already sold 34 tickets. So. And everybody's adding on the post tour thing because it's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing Hot Toys, Godzilla Store. We're doing Lucky Cat Temple. We're doing the manga museum. It's going to be just like this. We're going through arcade districts and manga districts, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, I mean, we're
sorry to interrupt, Mike, but we got Raul and
hey.
Graham just jumped in. Hey guys, what's up?
Nice.
Welcome.
Where you guys at? Can you guys hear us?
Can you hear us?
Oh yeah,
we got
we
you.
can.
I can. So we are. I think we'd almost have better luck going under that. Yeah, here you take this.
Street
You
light
take
or
this. I'll do
something.
that.
So we got.
Hey,
Raul.
hold on. We're gonna get some better lighting. No, we could like walk over there and just be outside.
No worries.
Yeah, hold on one sec.
All right.
Yeah, we got Raul of Pillars of the Past and Graham Langdon of Archaic Lands live from the field for our drawing of 2 tickets to the Quest for Ancient Civilization
got LTE.
conference. Get one more donation in to the to enter into the drawing if you can, because we're going to draw it here in the next minute or so. So
get your entries
Brittany,
in now, people.
are you ready to do this?
So it might be hard to hear us, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who has donated and contributed to make this happen. It's truly going a long way. We found an ancient city today, and we're going to try to go back tomorrow because the thing is like a mile long, and we actually ran into the owner of the property, and he said he was willing to let us come back to it and explore. Graham got some excellent drone
Awesome.
footage.
Wow.
I mean, it's like a mile-long city. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And you guys are on
it
day
is
2.
a lost city on top of a mountain, and we also got the truck stuck in a sand dune.
Yeah.
Get it out. It's been quite a long day.
Yeah, no, not only did we get the truck stuck, but the guy who helped us then got his truck stuck. So it was a mess.
Hell of an
Yeah.
adventure, though.
Well, the thing, even if you're in a 4-wheel drive truck, the wheels spin and bury you in the sand.
Yeah.
So that's why we didn't get to explore the site today.
Yeah, but we were right there ready to explore. We're gonna try to go back tomorrow morning and get some boots on the ground there. But we got a lot of drone footage of it, and it's pretty incredible what we're seeing up there.
Yeah.
That's
And it's
amazing.
what, day 2,
So-
day 3? Can you hear us? Is it day 2, day 3? No, it's okay. We'll let you guys go, okay? Enjoy your trip.
Sound like you're broadcasting from the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reception is so bad here.
We can hear you fine. We got
But-
you.
I just want to again say thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody who helped support this. I can't wait to show you what we all found, and I mean, I couldn't get it done without the support. So thank you.
Love you, buddy.
Great job, gentlemen. Keep it up.
Let's
We can-
remove them.
That's
How
awesome.
dope was that? That was really cool.
That's hella cool.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that was super dope. Are they back in?
Great dudes.
Let's put them back in if they're back in. Hey, are you still there?
Oh.
Still there? Can you hear us? I don't think you can hear us. So that's that was really cool because I literally think, do you know when they got there, Cody?
I think just about 2-3 days ago. I was
Really?
talking to Graham the other day before they took off, and I think that was just about at the beginning of the week. So yeah, I mean they're fresh into the adventure, and it sounds like it's already been a hell of a trip. So I'm excited to see what they've got to reveal and show off, because it's pretty incredible.
Me too, because his Raul's videos are great, and so his production value is just going to get better because he's a master of he's mastering his craft,
Oh yeah.
And I talked to him, Mike, the other day, and he was talking to me about his trip, and he pulls out this like 3 or 4 different maps, like where he's identified potential areas, along the Andes and stuff, that from Google Earth that are potential. And he said he's got like a 99.9999% basically success rate that he finds stuff, ancient sites. Now, they're not always like totally, they're typically people know they're there. It's not like nobody knows they're there, but they're just under documented or under reported, or last time somebody did some archaeological work was in the 60s or something like that, right? So in your opinion, since you've been down there a bunch, like what is the potential for exploration in Peru right now? Because it sounds to me like it's endless.
Yeah.
I think Peru's just barely begun to reveal all of her secrets. I was just down there a couple years ago, I think now, with Will from Incredible History and Nikiana Jones. And we went over to see the Band of Hole sites, and we drove down to Nazca from Lima and back. And the whole route there, we were seeing unidentified pyramids and structures and all sorts of stuff. They're all you have to do, like if you take that highway down the coast down to Lima, you can just go off in any direction, and you're gonna see evidence of that there were definitely ruins and things there. I think Peru is just getting started in terms of our, revealing like its whole history to us. And so that's exciting. And it's so cool to see Raul and down there doing all that work and everything that he's doing.
Totally. And I was hoping that was going to work out. And it worked out better than I expected.
And I love Graham. So like Graham Archaic Lens, the stuff that he puts out, I've just been loving. He's been dropping stuff. He's really, I don't know what, he dialed in the last month or so or two. Mm-hmm. Or maybe I just started paying attention more. I don't know, but I've been loving the stuff that he's been going so hard on with the connections around the world with stuff like the naval idols, and all sorts of stuff that he's been putting out that's been really, really good. So both of those guys are out there crushing it, and they deserve all the support they can get.
I'll plug Graham's book real quick. He actually has a book called The Mystery of the Naval Idols, and I have it. I've read it multiple times. It's really good, so people should go pick that up, because the theory, he's the first one I've ever heard connect all those dots, and it's one myself, even loving symbology and researching these things, I had completely overlooked. So they're definitely onto some great shit, and I'm pumped to see them out there.
Yeah, so they've got 30 days essentially planned. This GoFundMe extended their trip by a week and gave them gear to get into the high into the Andes where it's cold. And so it's going to something, right? I mean, if you don't have the time or the money or the money to go yourself, or you just want to support people who like have, are able to do it, or maybe you're just a fan or whatever, like, it's like, what better way to throw $5 out to Raul so he can like go get like, because I've watched, a few dozen hours of Raul's stuff on YouTube. So is that not worth a couple bucks to you guys?
Well, and
And
I mean,
so,
the opportunity to see what they are going to find. Nobody's put
yeah,
eyes on that in hundreds of years,
exactly.
thousands of years outside
Sometimes,
of the
yeah.
immediate area that the community that might live there and know about it. But in some of these remote places they're going, there's a likelihood nobody's seen this stuff in thousands of years. So to help make that happen and be able to see that yourself, pretty freaking incredible.
Pretty cool. So let's move it along with the conference a little bit. As we start winding down the show, we're going to do our drawing here shortly. Mike, I was wondering, what do you look forward to the most about these things? I was thinking about this today. I really love, obviously the information and the presentations and all that stuff. And I like seeing the quote unquote celebrities and famous people and stuff, but I like hanging out with my friends. That's the best part. What do you look forward to, Mike?
Yeah, that's it. The people. I think for me, that's the biggest motivator, is meeting more people, creating more relationships, and I love what all the speakers have to share and stuff. Hugely, that's such a huge part of it. But
of course,
the community that's created and the opportunities that come from that, from meeting other people, is just, it's priceless.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're it's not like you really even have to try hard. So it's not really that you're just paying to go to a conference and hear people speak. I mean, if you want to break it down to it, like, what are you getting for your money? You're getting to go sit at a conference and speak, but that's not even it. It's the relationships that come afterwards and that last beyond that. One of the first conferences I ever went to was a CPAC conference many years ago. It's the first place that I met Gary from Nerdrotic in person. It's the first place that I met Graham. Graham and I had talked before, but that was the first place that we met in person.
That's cool.
The first place that I met Ben Vankerwick in person. Place that I met a bunch of people in person, that I was able to build on those relationships and connect. And a lot of people that in the chat, Stig here, that was the first place I met him from.
Love you, Stig. Love you, buddy. Yeah. Shout out to Stig in the chat.
And that was the first place I was able to, and we were able to connect and really hang out for quite a bit and get to know him a little bit better. And these are relationships that have lasted since then and have all borne fruit that have been beneficial for all of us in some way within this community to help things grow and just have these friendships. So that was and always has been the most valuable thing.
Yeah. And you're spot on about that. And if you're a fan, you make these connections. But I actually kind of wanted to highlight this part about why coming to a conference like this is good if you're a content creator. Now, I wasn't a content creator the first time I went to an event like this. I've just been into this shit since I was 10, and I'm 43 now. So it's just been something I've always been into. I went to one of these events, and then I met Mike, and then we became buddies, and we started Mike and Dave's Multiverse. And since then exactly. And that's just a perfect example of the connections you make. So I want to just put that out there. If you're a content creator, for example, my friend Josh, he does TikTok and Instagram. Josh the Ancient, check him out. He's probably watching. We met at a conference. Now he's coming to Arizona, so look forward to seeing him there. If you want to Josh showed up at the conference with little notebooks with his logo on them and stuff like that. He probably didn't spend much money at all, but he was handing them out to everyone and made a big impact. And he was able to connect and network with a bunch of different people. So, I mean, if you're in the area or if you have the time and you want to come out and you're a content creator in this space, please head on down. Let's build the community. Let's grow this thing,
Hell yeah. That's awesome. I mean, honestly, that is the thing that I'm most looking forward because to get to have the outlet in the community to discuss these things, let our wheels turn, that's been huge over the last couple of years that I've gotten involved in this. And so to actually like take it offline and get to interact with these people in person, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, to get to
great.
interact with a bunch of other people who are willing to just absolutely nerd out on all of this.
Yeah.
I
need that.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
I mean, the conversation, you'll still see people in like hotel lobbies sitting there talking, and now you go eat and do something else, and it's 4 hours later and come back and they're still sitting there talking about ancient history
That's how it
stuff.
should be.
It's like, yo, like y'all just gonna go all night just talking. It's like, but that's what happens. You just meet a whole community of like-minded people who want to just talk for 12 hours straight about ancient history. It's kind of cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, speaking of one of those guys, his name is Ashish Rastogi. He's a local in Scottsdale. He's going to be at the event, and he just got back from, I think, Thailand with Praveen Mohan, and so he's got a bunch of stuff to talk about there. And he's also coming on the Multiverse. He worked in artificial intelligence and computer learning, so he's going to come on talk all about artificial intelligence. But I met him at a thing like this, So, and I want to say too, the first time I met Ben Van Kerkwyk, like I had just binge watched, like he's got this like anthology of like tube drills. Okay. And I like nerded out on Egyptian tube drills for like 20 hours or something, like right before. And then I all of a sudden I look around the corner and there's like Ben Van Kerkwyk walking down the hallway. And I had just got to the event and I was thinking to myself, wow, this is so cool. So anyway, Ben's not going to be at this one, but I'm going to pull it up again. We've got a bunch of cool, excellent speakers. And
Randall, I'm excited to meet him for sure.
So I always feel bad for, I don't want to say this. Randall is a rock star, so everyone mobs him at these events.
God,
I always leave him alone. But please go and talk to Randall if he's, wanting you to talk to him. But I'm just saying, he just always looks so busy. But yeah, Dan Richards is going to be there. And he wasn't he in Sedona, Mike?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So this will be his second time. Michael Button's second time to the United States this year, because he was just in Austin doing the dang Joe Rogan experience.
Yeah.
Which is cool. The Forbidden Frontier crew from Nerdrotic and Gary are going to be doing. Can you speak on this a little bit, Mike? What's going to be going on behind the scenes with like the broadcast?
If people can't make it to the event, you can watch it live on the homepage or the ticket page. You can scroll all the way to the bottom. There's an option down there to purchase live stream tickets, and then you can watch the whole event live. What we're going to be doing is we'll be showcasing the speakers as they speak on the live stream. And then in between speakers during breaks, we'll cut away to Gary and the Forbidden Frontier crew, where they'll be doing kind of post-speaker analysis, if you will, and we'll have other people coming and sit down to talk with them. So there won't be any kind of lulls, and you'll have something if you're watching somewhere else and you couldn't make it in person. You'll have a really cool put together live stream for you with all sorts of extra goodies and different things in between the speaker events, which will be fun. So that's going to be really cool.
I think that's a really cool addition, and you might see Mike and Dave fill in a time or two during that. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, well, you guys are kicking us off on Friday night. Remember?
Are we? Is that the deal? I don't know. Brittany's my boss on this, so but yeah. All right, that sounds good.
Kicking us off on Friday night, getting the party started, and then we'll jump into Saturday and Sunday with Gary and the Forbidden Frontier.
That's super exciting. So honestly, that's my first time getting that official. So Mike and Dave will be kicking it off Friday night with the live stream. Then we've got the Forbidden Frontier crew, which includes Gary, Adam, X. Is X going to be there?
I'm working on it. I've been working on it really hard. Gary, Garrett, possibly X-Ray. I've really been pushing her to
But
get me.
Adam lives in like Sweden or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a little harder for
Wow.
Adam.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's exciting. So yeah, if you're Rue, if you're in Australia and if you get this one, man, you'll get to see Mike and I on Friday night. You'll get to see Cody doing all the or doing some of the MCing. I don't know exactly what's happening there, but he's going to be doing some MCing, and it's going to be exciting. Cody, before we do our drawing, let's do it the last thing. Cody, what's going on at East 10 Outpost lately?
Oof. So I recently put out a video on the 27 Club, a group of musicians and
Oh, it's
artists
good.
that maybe made that deal with the devil and sold their soul for talent and fame and all that good stuff. But right now, I am. It should be out by the end of the weekend. I'm working on an Oracle of Delphi video, and I've got some awesome female voice talents that hopped on it with me. So it's going to be a cool video. I'm excited for it. At East 10 Outpost.
Awesome. Mike, what do you got coming up in the next little bit? Anything exciting? Just working on the conference?
Yeah, working on the conference. We've got our weekly live stream Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be dropping an Easter Island, just wrapped up an Easter Island video for my trip to Easter Island. We'll be dropping that next week. And then I leave next weekend. I'll be over in Egypt for a couple weeks, hosting a tour to Egypt with Gary Nerdrotics and the Forbidden Frontier crew over there. We've got Japan coming up in May that people can still get tickets if they want to go to Japan for a megalithic and kind of nightlife manga themed adventure. And then obviously the conference, which is going to be incredible. And the book release. I've got a lot going on, guys. Do
you have at least like a week planned off during the holidays or something?
There's no weeks off. Yeah, no
rest. Nothing. Wicked, huh, bud?
I might have to figure squeezing that in somewhere.
I recommend it at least for a few days. But man, everybody appreciates what you do because the content you put out is great. But you're taking I don't know if you look at it this way, but I do a leadership role in the community, and it's something that was needed. As the guys we looked up to growing up are getting older. They're reaching down to us, and you're reaching down to other people, and it's how we pass this thing on, right? It's how we pass this thing on, and I really see you making an effort to do that, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for that.
That's really kind of you. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And I guess without further ado, Brittany, are you ready? Because we are drawing $500 value. Thank you, everyone, who voted. Rue voted too. Did you count him? You got to put Rue in there.
Okay, give me a second.
Rue voted on a. He wrote $2 on a and then ticket in a super chat. So I feel like Rue deserves that entry. All right. So let's play a little tune. So $500 value is pretty darn good, guys. If you got some credit card points saved up or a free ticket on your credit card or something like that, and all you got to do is book a hotel. What do you think, Brittany? Do it.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not the vibe I wanted, but I'm going with it now. I'm sticking with
Andrew McPherson.
Andrew McPherson, congratulations. I don't know Andrew McPherson. Do you guys know him? Does anyone know him here?
I do not.
No. Excellent. Andrew McPherson, congratulations. The winner of the 2 tickets to Quest for Ancient Civilization Conference in Scottsdale, Arizona from the 5th to the 7th, December 5th to the 7th in Scottsdale, Arizona at the Embassy Suites. I'm going to be there. Cody's going to be there. Mike's going to be there. All these guys are going to be there. It's going to be an outstanding event. I can't wait. We didn't even mention Oana. How do you say that, Mike?
Oana.
Geisel? With the last name.
Oh, yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, okay. Will Brown, Dan Richard, Billy freaking Carson, JJ Ainsworth, Gary Buechler, and I just want to say one more thing. Hugh Newman is doing crazy stuff right now.
Yeah.
Okay, like he found what he's going to be presenting at this conference is ridiculous. Okay, we're talking think super solstice alignments. Okay, like he showed me something the other day to me where it's like Karahan Tepe, where it's like this perfect alignment where the light just covers that new T-pillar face that they've discovered there. It's incredible. So anyway, I'm probably butchering that, but you want to hear it from Hugh, not me. And he's the guy I'm looking forward to seeing the most. So Mike, who are you looking forward to hearing from the most?
Oh my gosh, don't put me on the spot like that.
Gun to the head.
I think I've seen everybody or met everybody in person except for David Hatcher Childress and William Henry. So it'll be interesting to see those guys, especially considering, before YouTube kind of blew up with all this type of content, Ancient Aliens was the place to go to get new spots. So these guys have been grinding for such a long time. These guys are the OGs. So, and we're going to have William Henry on Tuesday. He'll be joining us on Tuesday on our live stream next week.
That's awesome.
And so I'm really excited to meet him and pick his brain a little bit, and David as well. But I think everybody else I've met in person, and I'm happy to call a friend. So
that's awesome.
Cool. Cody, who are you looking forward to the most?
Oh man, kind of like what Mike just said. William and David, I've watched since I was like little. I'm gonna be turning 31 at the conference on December 5th. So
Amazing.
like I've watched these guys like since I was really young, and so many others. I've watched Mike's content for years. I've watched Gary for years. It's gonna be great to actually meet these people, see them speak in person, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Brittany, you got a horse in the race?
No. I'm excited to see everyone.
She's excited to see all her friends. The reason I hired Brittany in the first place was because she's not super into all this stuff, so it helps keep me grounded, and which is good. And guys, worldviewsmedia.com. Thanks so much for joining the Multiverse. Andrew McPherson, send us a DM somewhere. We'll try to reach out to you. Get in touch, and we'll get you those tickets. Welcome back to the Multiverse, Michael Collins, and we'll see you in a few weeks. And thank you again, Cody.